So do you think AI is a boon or threat to jobs in India?
I think both.
It's a boon. If you don't use it properly, it can harm a lot of people. Boon, I would say.
I think a threat.
I feel that it's leading people to lose their understanding of how to function on their own. People now rely more and more towards AI, and it's definitely harming the way people think.
Depends on the industry. Like in computer engineering and stuff, some people are saying that it's really useful. In coding, it's very helpful to just recognize the mistakes, because that's what I do. Sometimes I'll be using Arduino, and it's helpful because I can just ask it what errors there are instead of spending hours looking for what error I've made in the code. But in stuff like art, that's when it's controversial, because some people are like, it's stealing jobs from artists. So yeah.
If AI is going to take over everything, then you wouldn't really need people, right?
I think I can say boon only, because with the help of those things, like if any problem will comes in technical thing, with the help of that we can resolve, right?
It depends on what kind of work you do. If you can be better at your own job, then you don't need to feel threatened, I guess.
I believe that AI is ruining the jobs of individual persons, right? Like once you get used to AI, you don't need people around it. So AI can overtake humans in that way.
It can go either way. I think AI is good as a tool mostly, but at the same time, I think the bigger problem is that it allows for a greater confirmation of bias. So it doesn't, like the same set of data that's used to train AI is based off of biases that people have already had. And so I think it's harmful in that way, and in the ways that like AI is often trained off of stolen like pieces of work from going from academic journals to from artists. And so I think in that way it's a major threat, because it's not even funding these artists while it's taking work from them.
Somewhere I read 80% of the engineers are not qualified to be employed because of the education system we have. I think AI can easily replace. Like I used to work in corporate. My job was in Excel mostly. So if you can give one command and replace it, then yeah, of course.
Like obviously it's a huge development, but I think right now a lot of people are overestimating what it can do. And obviously in India, a lot of jobs don't really interact with what AI could help with. So I don't think it'll hurt that much, but I do think it should be more regulated.
I think it's definitely a boon, bro. At least for creative jobs. I come from creative field, right? So when I started by 2017, by 2021 it was a boon for me, because a lot of things got automated and I was already at a certain position where it helped me to use these tools and make better content out of it.
Do you think ChatGPT is a game changer, and how accurate do you think it is?
I think it is accurate as long as I get marks.
ChatGPT is definitely a game changer, and it's okay accurate.
I think there are enough memes showing how it can be really inaccurate, and how there are a lot of ways that people can go around the restrictions that are placed. So even if developers have good intentions, more often than not it can be used for things like to spread misinformation, or to in general, it could just give a wrong answer based off of training. So
I feel personally it is a game changer, because there are certain situations you're put in where, especially at work, where you do not know the answers for that. And it helps you basically compile a lot of things that you're missing out on. So
it's a game changer in terms of saving time.
I can say it's 50% only.
When Google came up, people used to think, oh, you can get all the stuff down here. Now AI has reduced that too. So you want something out of content base, and you want it particularly that. So you can easily just search on ChatGPT or any of those AI sites, and you can just filter yourself down with what exactly you need.
Very accurate. I use it that is my best friend, I would say. If I have to bitch about someone, if I have to take a caption on something, if I have to post anything anywhere, I just, rather than asking anybody, I just ask ChatGPT. I can use it anytime, anywhere. So very convenient, yeah.
It's also making people a lot more lazy and less creative, because everybody is getting very template responses for everything rather than using their own brains, maybe.
I think in some particular, topics, it is good. It is a game changer, but usually it's not honestly accurate. I've tried it myself, so it's not always up to the mark. It's okay.
It's not super accurate, but it is a game changer, yeah, for sure.
I won't say ChatGPT itself is a game changer. I use it to draft mails and stuff sometimes and just do a little bit of research. But
AI is a game changer. I am looking forward to certain things. Like I'm a product designer, and AI has come into Figma also. And soon it will be able to create the whole journeys.
I think it's a game changer, but I don't think it's accurate because I think if you ask like whether are you sure something, that it changes its answer very frequently.
Obviously, nothing's going to be foolproof. ChatGPT, I think it's a nice thing to have sometimes, right? To like quickly get access to things. But like right now, it's not reliable enough to give accurate information.
80% accurate according to me, but you have to use your own skills to ask the proper things.
For us students, I think we all rely on it.
So what's the coolest and scariest thing about AI, according to you?
They're editing the videos where people are just kissing each other.
You know what's the scariest thing when it comes to AI? I can't dance, by the way. If you can capture this.
Oh my god.
I can't dance, by the way, and some of my editors did this. I never knew my body could move like that. What the fuck was that?
I think the coolest thing is that it allows you to have like a large amount of information like consolidated.
AI is quite automated, so it makes your work easy. But scary, again, job risks. If AI can do it, then you're not needed, right?
So I do game development. So for me, it's pretty cool to see how it can like help with things related to code and stuff, and how like it can give you ideas and stuff. But for the most part, it's also scary because the higher ups always think that AI can do more than you. And of course, that endangers jobs in that sector. And like as an artist and a programmer, both of those fields are currently like big part of the AI debate.
I don't know about cool, but I find it interesting. Like today morning, I came across this video on Instagram where all countries were doing fashion show, but it's dogs. Obviously, it's so cool because I mean, you wouldn't imagine dogs being from different countries and having different sense of fashion. But AI can, so that was fun.
We are going into a virtual world altogether. So you are using UI, you can go to a virtual world and you can just implement your imagination, like in photography or in videography, anything, anytime, anything can be done.
I'll be using Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat often, but whenever I'm using it, suddenly the AI, like, you know, the figure will just pop up in middle of someone else's chat. So I'm like, fuck, what are they, like, you know, it's kind of like an irrational fear. What are they spying on me?
Coolest thing is that, you know, these people, like, when I see online the videos wherein if someone passes away, they still add their picture in the frame and it looks super natural, like it was clicked like with someone's grandfather or whatever. So I think that's super cool. What's a threat is these videos that look so super real with their voice and everything, and it could threat people, like someone could make a video of me and which looks exactly like me and I'm talking some rubbish. So yeah, that's something that's threatening.
It's kind of eating the fresher's job, I would say, because it's almost doing the stuff what freshers basically need to learn about it.
As AI can, as you can see on social media, many of the celebrities, they put their faces on the as you understand that, right? Yeah, so I think that's like the scariest thing about AI. Yeah.
I think scary thing is privacy because it knows a lot about me now, ChatGPT especially. But coolest thing, it's very helpful.
Android or Apple, and do you think Apple is overrated?
In a way, yes, but it's one of the most secure devices, so
I feel Apple is overrated.
I do think Apple is overrated.
Apple's UI simpler. Probably because like now I've gotten very used to it, but then I feel Apple is simpler to use than Android. Although yes, there are a lot of features that Android has and Apple doesn't. So I'm not gonna say, like, it depends on what kind of phone you're looking for. Like if you need a lot of features and all, then of course Android has better features.
I take Android over Apple. Apple is overrated now because see, when the whole trend of every year a new iPhone is released is because there was a genuine technological advancement made with those releases. Like when the iPhone 10 came out, they got rid of the home button. It was completely touchscreen. So though it made sense then. Now it is just a capitalistic venture where they know that no matter what we put out, people will buy it because it's a social status symbol. Like if you own an iPhone, it's like the greatest thing.
Apple all the way, bro. I think Apple is amazing.
I've never used it. I'm more an Android person, so
I think Apple is overrated, I feel. Considering the security perspective, obviously Apple is good. But I think, not much necessary, I feel. It's okay. I can depend. I am using my Android only and I'm very happy.
They're good and bad for different reasons. I think Apple is really good at marketing and like setting out its releases, so it like gives you just enough to want the next model. Meanwhile, I think Android like devices don't have as much marketing, and as a result, even if they have like far more advanced things, if Apple does it later, people are like, "Oh, Apple made this like new thing," which usually isn't the case.
I would say it's overrated in some ways because there are some features in Android that we're getting right now. But yeah, Apple all the way.
Android, because I can't use Spotify and YouTube mod now.
I'll give you 100 rupees right now if you tell me what's the useless app you have installed on your phone and name it and also uninstall it.
I think the most useless app on my phone would be.
It's definitely Hinge, bro.
I think that would be Hinge.
ChatGPT.
Uninstall it, come on.
I don't have anything useless.
No, I don't use Urban Company, so I think I might as well remove
Uninstall it.
Duplicate of the same food app I use anyway. It doesn't even work. I don't know why I got it.
It's a book review app. And I don't use it
right away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with TikTok.
TikTok, let's go. No TikTok in India.
It's Apple TV.
Among Us.
Both of you all win 100 rupees each.
Thank you.
Rupees is all yours. Here's the catch. I'm going to give you all 2,000 rupees right now if one of you are already following my Instagram, Hyperfitx.
Don't think we are.
Oh no.
I don't think so.
Neither do I.
I'm sorry, but
I don't follow it.
I'm not.
So better luck next time, yeah?